money. Okay.
Yep. D Blue has a good question, and maybe we could wrap it up with this before we talk about what's coming up next on Thursday and all that. But D Blue says, when did cruising start on Crenshaw? Do you know about that?
You know, I think cruising started on Crenshaw after, I think in the late 70s, early 80s, because before Crenshaw, they used to meet at Church's Chicken right here on Vermont and Century on a Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, Vermont and Century. It used to be a Church's Chicken where that YMCA is right there in the neighborhood. It used to be a Church's Chicken right there.
Ah, okay.
It would be hundreds of dudes out there, hundreds. You know, they hopping and doing whatever they do, and all of a sudden here come LAPD, and everybody was scattered. And I'm sitting there going, "Why y'all running? Y'all ain't done that. Y'all ain't broke no laws." But you know, guys got warrants. Some guys back then, hydraulics was definitely a ticket. You can get your shit towed behind hydraulics. I never had hydraulics. And I would go to the window, buy me a 2-piece, and sit there. The cops rolled up on me, and I'm eating. The fuck you? I'm a customer. I got Kragers on my shit. I got 520s on my shit. I got pipes on my shit. But I got a 2-piece too, motherfucker. I got this 2-piece that gives me permission to sit here, and I never ran. It would be crazy, dude, because guys would literally running down those cars and shit trying to get out of that shit. It was like some Dukes of Hazzard shit. And then they moved over to Crenshaw, and because Crenshaw has a long stretch, because this was a big old parking lot, but Crenshaw had that long stretch, and then you can come up and down. You go up and down the Shaw, hit your lifts. You got the flames, you got the sparks and shit come out your car. So it made more of a more car-friendly atmosphere. And right now, it's not as bad as it used to be. There's a restaurant called The District on Crenshaw. If you pull up on The District on a Friday or Saturday night, be a bunch of low riders out there, old cats with Cadillacs and shit out there. No, that's no bullshit.
I love that. All right, Rob Turnbull asked a question. Let's give him a quick answer. What car audio brands were big back then, Lonzo? Alpine, Fosgate?
Alpine was the ultimate shit right there.
Yeah.
If you had Alpine, nigga, you was the shit. Okay, Alpine cost you $250 back then. Okay, JBL speakers, Alpine. We had just got into amps. Amps wasn't that, amps had just come out back then. And you might get some 6x9s. Again, we were just about to get into the big bass speakers and shit. We hadn't got into them yet. My shit was I had bench bucket seats in my car, and my bench buckets had a metal plate on the back of it. I cut a hole in the back of the metal seats, and I put my speakers in the back of the metal seat. My shit was dope. So I pull up into a spread. I would lay my seats down so my speakers would pump up. It was a different thing. Blaupunkt, thank you, man. Thank you. Blaupunkt was the shit too. That was German shit. Blaupunkt, that shit was expensive as fuck. But a good Alpine to blow it out the water all day long. Then they came out with other different brands and shit, man. They came out because I think what made the a lot of them go to the wayside when they came out with the face off shit. When the face off shit came off.
Oh yeah, pull out radios.
It was a pull out. Pull out was a pain in the ass because you got.
Had the big ass suitcase damn near.
The whole radio pull out, okay. And they said, "Oh, we gonna just take the face off this motherfucker." That was the shit. You put the face in your pocket. But yeah, that's a whole nother story, folks. So yeah, just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
That's some real shit right there. Pioneer was good too. Said Born. Yeah, Pioneer was the shit too. It was all made in China. It all depends on what label you like. That's all. It's all made in fucking China.
Japan, right? Japan. I don't know, but everything's made in China. I get what you're saying.
Made in China. Okay.
What's coming up on Thursday with you and Dre?
Man, Dre got some new shit from me. He called me today. He got a television channel we trying to simulcast to right now. So, yes, American Negro Kenwood was the shit too.
Kenwood for sure.
Kenwood was the shit.
Clarion, damn, you bringing it all back.
Come on, man. And
yes, you can still buy the Not Without Alonzo book. Real quick, tell them someone wants to know how.
The book is still available on my website, LonzoWilliams.com, where you can see all this right here on my website. I broadcast live to my website as well, LonzoWilliams.com. the book, the T-shirts, everything is still available, folks. Go to my website, LonzoWilliams.com. If you can't find it there, hit me on my email, RealLonzoNWA@gmail. RealLonzoNWA@gmail, folks. And I'll make sure you get it. I got a Martin got the shirt coming right now. We just getting them printed up right now, folks. Much love, Jonathan, for asking that question. All right, folks. That's how we do it, y'all. Man, that's been a quick hour, dude. I missed these.
Yeah.
About fast. But
always fun, man. Always fun.
JVC, yes, sir.
JVC is another one. Dang, dude.
Oh, what you got going on, Doc?
Man, I'm just I'm chilling, man. You want to keep going a little bit, or you want to call it a night? I'll leave it up to you, man.
I'm good. If y'all good, I'm good.
Yeah, man. We got the gang in the building, man. Let's keep talking some some hip hop. Let's talk a little bit, because I love the old stories, Lonzo. Is there anything? What haven't you talked about in a long time? Something that. Because, all right, when did you start? Like, when would you say your career started?
1970.
Hip hop.
My hip hop.
Yeah.
See, you got to understand, our hip hop did not come from hip hop. Our hip hop started with locking. That was our first introduction to something different than what was going on. Okay, and locking was like unique as shit for us, and that was our breakdancing on the West Coast. We didn't have the same. We had Kool Herc, Lonzo in the parks. We had shit like that, but I wasn't trying to mix. I was just trying to keep the records from melting. Them motherfuckers was hot. They was warping and shit. So it was a different thing for us. And hip hop, we didn't even get introduced to the term till about 79. Okay, we got introduced to the term hip hop, but we had been doing the same shit. We were doing the same shit, but it was just us doing what we did. You know, fresh out of high school, I'm in broadcast school. I'm doing disco. Okay, I'm disco Lonzo. So when we then shortly after that, my boys started doing parties in various hotels and shit, and that was an era that nobody talks about, man. That was like our introduction to the hip hop lifestyle. Okay, it wasn't called hip hop yet, but you got groups like LSD Promotions, Z-Car Productions, my company, Disco Construction, Uncle Jam's Army, Elite Production, all these people, and we were competing to put how many people we can put into a room on any given weekend, Friday or Saturday night. That was our thing, okay? So it wasn't the same as it was for New York, with the New York thing. We came from dance promoters. The GodFather dance promoters was a cat named JC2. He would do dances at the Proud Bird by the airport, and he would have a group called Ohio Lakeside Express, which later y'all know him as Lakeside. So all this shit was evolving. It was the infant stage of all this shit. So everybody was evolving and growing. And only a handful of us morphed into the hip hop situation. That was me and Roger and Unknown. Roger from Uncle Jam's Army, Roger Clayton from Uncle Jam's Army, and Unknown. We're the only ones that actually evolved into the actual hip hop situation and started doing our own records and music and DJing and stuff like that.
Love that. And I just looked at my battery, and I literally have 9% on my battery. So I guess we'll go until my phone dies out.
We out of here.
But